Let's go. What's up, guys? It's your boy Sal here, and we are here with the OBL Season 5 Power Rankings. There has, I will give the warning, some games have been played, but we are still going to, base this off of, I don't include skill level or, you know, experience or any of that. I only just base it off of how good I think teams are, like their synergy. And if you guys see me do some power rankings for Pokemania, then you exactly know how I do it. So if you haven't seen any of my power rankings, then like I said, I'll just show you that I just told you that's exactly how I do it. But with that being said, I'm actually just check real quick. I forgot how many teams make plus. I think it's 8. Oh, it's top 12. Oh, sick. All right. So knowing that the top 12 is what makes the playoffs, and I have, 20 teams to cover, let's get underway. Actually, beforehand, I will also pull up Google Docs. Because you might be like, what are you doing with Google Docs? Because I exactly know what you guys are thinking. What am I doing with Google Docs? It's pretty damn simple. Because once again, if you guys see my Pokemania power rankings, you exactly know that I always do like my power rankings on a Google Doc, and I even make my playoff predictions. So we're gonna do OBL Season 5 power rankings, and then Natdex Gigolo tier, and let's do that, and then where's numbered list? Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. God, clicking the wrong thing. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I forgot click space button. Bang. So that is the 20. And let me just actually, yeah. And then we're going to do playoff predictions. Oh, that felt good. Ring is Booker of the Moron Mankeys. It says Moron Monkeys. Okay, I think it's supposed to be Mankeys though, but it says Monkey. Um, and their team consists of, with the number one overall pick being Inteleon, Alolan Marowak, Terra Appleton, Comfey, Claw, Terra Electabuzz, Revavroom, Exploud, Regice, and what I like to call Crapalocked for memes, but in Gigalow tier, I mean, hey, you never know. It could put in a little more work than you would expect. Am I going to say that it's an absolute sweeper? Absolutely not. But could it actually put in a little bit of work compared to like mid tier Natdex or even high tier Natdex where you never see it? Yeah, it could maybe potentially do something. So I'm not saying I'm excited to see it either, but I mean, you never know. Um, ow. Um, but this is, if I'm not mistaken, or at least I've been in the OBL since season 3. So I don't know if Booker's participated in any beforehand or he's just brand new, but the point should be. But in Giga Low tier, I think, see, I'm more of a, personally, I'm more of a guy my water types to be a bulky water. But I mean, if you're going to pick an offensive water type in Giga Low tier, Inteleon's the one. It's just the definition of a glass cannon. Extremely fast, hits hard, could easily choice specs it. I mean, if you're facing a team that just has a massive threat to it, where you're just like, oh, if this Mon runs Choice Scarf, outspeeds me, and then just easily kills me, you could run Inteleon to be Choice Scarf with enough investment to outspeed the threat, where it's like, even if you don't kill it, it's like, at least you have, signature move, Snipe Shot is, so you could Focus Sash as your item with like Focus Energy, which raises your ratio, and then you just fire off stab snipe shots, which with a focus up, I'm not sure if you're guaranteed to crit, but it's a very high chance. And if you crit, I mean, you could only imagine how much damage that's doing. And if you have its ability as sniper as well, that just boosts it. Is just a lot of damage. The damage output. The is could be a lot to deal with. I mean, I have to look at I'm not gonna look at every team's roster right now to see what team's hard counter or Marowak. But I mean, even if you have like a hard counter to it, you probably only have like a single hard counter. That's gonna be a lot to handle. With Fire Ghost, Terra Appleton is gonna be pretty good. Comfey, I think, is really good. I think Comfey is a very underrated mon. I do prefer in doubles than singles, but he actually one of the better fairy types. Always a nice bulky mon to have. It's mainly to be ran defensive, but if you run offensive, Claydol could be either physical or special. Good bulk, dual screens, ability. It's just a good mon, especially in Electabuzz. That's all Terra Electabuzz, I should say. Once again, I think Electabuzz is one of those mons better in doubles just because the utility it gets. Once again, low tier could be Eviolite. I could see some potential with it. Revavroom, even in like mid tier, I forget about mid in high tier. If it gets shift, like if it sets up shift gear like cleanly, and you don't have like a hard counter to it. Let's say it's like, ooh, I don't have a hard counter to it, but it's like, oh, I have like a semi counter, but it has like a shift gear up. You might just be cooked completely. Of course, I know, yes, it's quad weak to ground, but that can easily be countered by Sugar Berry or just, Air Balloon where you force the opponent to, pop it, then they have to hit you like a ground move, which is really good because, like, if your Air Balloon's up and you have to pop it, you can just straight up just set up shift gear for free, which is a terrifying sight. Exploud, I don't really know much about Exploud, if I'm gonna be honest. Regice, I mean, it's a special wall. Always nice to have your walls. The only problem with Regice is it's pure ice type. But I mean, besides, Regice is very good. And you got Grapple Locked. Oh my god, it's. I'm doing an Ultra Sun Ultra Moon cage lock with 4-way cage lock. And I could, and definitely the group chat's going. Uh, Back or have to like get back after. I don't think particularly that like, of course, because this is the first team, it's very hard to rank it, like top tier or whatnot. I don't think this is like at the very bottom. I mean, it's too. I think it's like too early to put it top, like at the very top. But I also think it's like way too early to put it all the way at the bottom. I'm not gonna say I should put it like directly in the middle at 10 either. But like I'm not gonna put it like top five, but I'm probably not gonna put it bottom three either. I do like some things that he has on the team as well. I mean, Italian I think is really good. A little Marowak, Terra Appleton and Electabuzz is pretty good. Comfey I like. Claydol I like. Revavroom could be very scary. Jice, you got a special wall. I'll put I'll put Booker at like 13 right now. Pick of the draft. Me, your boy, of the Sows Goats, went with the C legend of the OBL for me, Tornadus. I also had Terra Glastrier, Mudsdale, Duraludon, Gramble, Terra Electrode, Mismagius, Walrein, Mabostiff, and Terra Delcatty. I mean, let me just start with Terra Delcatty. Don't worry about it. It's garbage. It's just I needed points. Or, well, it's not that I needed points. It's just I just wanted a Terra Captain, and I thought a normal type is cool. I mean, that's kind of it. It is what it is. I got multiple intimidate users with Gramble and some pretty good speed with Tornadus and Electro, who's I think is the second fastest thing in the tier because Deoxys speed isn't allowed, but Regieleki is. So I think the only thing that outspeeds it is Lucky. Speed ties with its counterpart in his, but only one mon just outspeeds it naturally, which is good. And of course, I have it as a Terra Captain, which makes it even better. Miss Magius, I got myself a spin blocker. Also, just also gives me a nasty plot. Walreign's my bulky. Glacier just bulky on both sides. Just really bulky. Very high attack stat. And even is typically it's just ice type, which is just garbage. So this Glacier, I wouldn't be surprised as long as I just don't stink it up all season. Wouldn't be surprised last year, like top 5, like around like as long as I feel like it should be like top 10 for the kill leader because this is low tier. It's low tier nad. It's Giga low tier Nadex, and it's a Terra Captain. I mean, why is it a Terra Captain? I don't know, but it is. And most importantly, how did it get to me with the second last pick in round 2? I don't know either. Mudsdale is just bulky, ground stamina. Durality also can hold Eviolite with good special attack. Quite often, if you've seen my draft, usually I drive. Jesus fucking Christ. Usually I draft pretty offensively. And by pretty offensively, I mean it's typically very offensive. Like, do I say in my drafts, yes, I do draft mons that are good defensively, but usually it's like anywhere between like 2 to 3, like 2 or 3, maybe even 4 good defensive mons. Like whether it's like, they're just bulky or it's like semi bulky, but they got hazards or maybe it's just like a really good typing defensively. I draft like most of the time 2 or 3 mons like that. And the rest is like typically either very fast or just hits like a truck. This is like the one time where I feel like I actually have balance. It's like this is not my normal traditional essentially hyper offense. This actually has a good amount of bulk. I got some utility. Like I got hazards. I got intimidate. Once again, it's just bulk. Oh my god. So it's like I said, this is the first time like I actually have balance. And, I never try to show bias in my drafts. I don't like to say I'm like top 3, top 5. But if I'm basing it off a team perspective, like balance, like bulk, like you add everything together, I feel like I'm a top 10 team. I won't say, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm up there, but I'll put myself at like 9. I personally believe I'm a top 10 team. Of course, yes, everything is subject to change. But for the time being, I think 9 is a fair placement. Then we're moving on to Draco Meteor of the San Fernando Valley Fuecocos with Araquanid, Tyrantrum, Swallow, Chestnut, uh, Houndstone, Terra Houndoom, Hisuian Quill. Tell you, I love this team. I think this team's really good. He's got some very strong Terra captains with Hawlucha and Houndoom. I mean, Terra Farfetch with the leak held item. Hey, you never know. That could be if that thing just starts critting, you never know. That could have some good damage output. But Araquanid, bulky, water type, so it's like that's his bulky water, gets sticky webs. It's just an annoying mon. Tyrantrum is very strong in Go tier. Of course, it's not the fastest or the bulkiest, but that thing is gonna have immense damage output. Swallow, either scrappy to hit ghost types with normal moves, with stab normal moves, or the more what's probably be the more popular Guts Facade. It's a scary mon. That's one of the faster mons in the tier. Chestnut, unfortunately, this isn't Legend ZA, where it has a mega, or certainly even if it was ZA, excluding the mega. Fortunate for Draco Meteor, this is not, but it's a very bulky Pokemon. Access to spikes, iron defense, body press. Defensively, it's just a god awful type. But I mean, its natural bulk is for sure going to help with it. Terra Halucha is terrifying. I mean, this is one of the stronger Terra captains in the format, in my opinion. The only downside for Draco Meteor is that I wanted Halucha myself, but unfortunately, Unburden was banned. Quite honestly, if Unburden was legal, it's probably getting picked maybe even in the first round. And if it wouldn't, then it's most likely a second round pick. But because Unburden was banned, I could see it falling to round 5. But quite honestly, it was a mon I was considering myself because it's very strong as a Terra captain. Houndstone, I mean, is say 100% that it's banned, it's not banned. I don't want to look stupid. Bans, I'm not, well, actually, well, it's under complex bans, but is it under actual bans? That is the question. Sweet call, okay, no, direct call. So, Last Respects is banned. Okay, I just had to confirm. Even if Last Respects is banned, I feel like Count still a pretty good mon, especially with Fluffy to take physical hits better. Ghost types, I mean, like that's your spin blocker. I still out of out of this world. I mean, if legal, it would be very powerful. But instead of being like a really good mon, I just think it's gonna be an all right mon. Defensively, I think it still could be pretty annoying with Fluffy, but I guess if you run it offensively, but you just have to actually invest. But without Last Respects, it is what it is. Houndoom, Terra Houndoom, in fact. I had Mega Houndoom in AAA. It was pretty good. And I know everybody's gonna be like, oh, that's the Mega. Yeah, I understand that's the Mega, but still, I mean, like, yeah, I might have had the Mega, just isn't the Mega. But yeah, at the end of the day, might not be able, it might not be the Mega form, but compensate, it can Terra. And well, if you play Gen 9, well, you know how easy it is to flip a matchup around just with terrestrialization. Assuming Quillfish, T-Spike's signature move, Barb Barrage can be annoying to coin flip poison, and if you do get poisoned, it just does its double power. It has access to Eviolite, has Intimidate. It's just a pretty annoying mon. Terra Farfetch'd with the leak, I mean, it could have good output if it just, crits, but like, eh. And then there is a Charmander. Well, just there to be there. But quite honestly, Do I like it more than mine? I mean, I feel like his. Oh, I won't say I feel like. I know his team is damage output is better than mine. I mean, Tyrantrum, Gut Swallow, Halucha, Houndoom if it's like Specs, or even if it's Scarf. Like his team offensively, definitely for sure better output than mine. But defensively, I mean, my team is so good. I feel like he's like more offensive than me. That's not even close. I am for sure more defensive than him, but I also think I'm a little more balanced. And because of that, I'll put him lower than me. But to me, I do think he's above Booker. Now, question is how much below me? I think because I like his offensive output, I think I'm gonna just do I think I'm gonna put him at 11. Draco Meteor. Now we got Togepi of the D's Demons. He's running it back with Bisharp again this season, like he did in AAA. Incineroar, Terra Alcremie, Terra Bramblegast, Flamigo, Hisuian Sneasel, Veluza, Seismitoad, Terra Hisuian Analog, and the World Champ Difference, Pachirisu. I mean, Incineroar offensively, I'm not expecting hella much, but I mean, you already know it's the doubles mods because it has amazing utility. And well, it's gonna bring that amazing utility to singles while also having Intimidate. Bisharp is gonna be so nasty. I know people are gonna be like, oh, just grab a fighting type. Yeah, of course, fighting types just do its thing against Bisharp, but no fighting type? It's like, this is a demon. This is an annoying mon to deal with. And quite honestly, like, for example, look at my team. I think my team is going to hella struggle with Bisharp. I know but like, I don't have fighting stab. And that could honestly make the difference between me getting a kill on Bisharp and not, which is not fun. Terra Alcremie, I think, is going to be pretty nice. Loki might just Terra Fairy, just make the Fairy stab stronger. But I guess depending on matchup, it could be a defensive Terra. Could be great Calm Mind Sweeper, like Calm Mind Acid Armor. Terra Bramble Gas, I feel like is going to be very strong. I've seen people use Bramble Gas to pretty good effect. So in Giga Low tier with Terra, I think it's going to be one of the more underrated Terra captains for sure. Flamigo, I think is going to be really good, scrappy to just, hit ghost types. The Hisuian Sneasel, you got your grounded poison into a T spikes. Veluza, fillet away. I mean, potentially could sweep depending on how matchup's looking. What's it fillet away? Seismitoad is pretty good. I mean, water ground, you only have one weakness, and that's a quad weakness to grass. But I mean, it's pretty good. Offensively, you could run it either physically or specially. It's got relatively decent bulk, decent speed. I mean, it's not particularly great at anything, but it's not bad at anything either. It just does whatever you want it to do good, which is nice. I like those type of Pokemon that have that type of stat spread, where it's just like I can run it however I want, and I know it's gonna be good if I play it right. Like if I want Sideshow to be like, it'll be pretty decent. If let me be like especially defensive, Rindoberry, it'll be very good at that. oh, I want to be like a special attacker, like let's say specs, I can do that. Like if I want it physically, I can do that. Asturian Avalug, usually it's just very hindered by, is to steal and fighting. But even a, it's one of the best physical walls you're going to get. And it can Terra. So physical wall plus Terra, you already know it's pretty good. And then, well, there. It's just Pachirisu, man. I'm going to be honest. I mean, defensively, I mean, Incineroar, good bulk, plus Intimidate. Bisharp, good defenses, plus Eviolite, Asturian Avalok, physical wall. Cyrus got decent bulk. Alcremie's got decent bulk as well. I mean, I still think my team's a little more bulky than Togepi. But he does have some hard hitters. Like, if you look at my team again, like I have Pokemon that can hit hard, but they either need setup or a choice item. Like the only mon I can comfortably say that I know does not need any setup or a choice item to hit extremely hard is Glastrier. Like Electro doesn't hit hard, insanely hard without choice specs. Miss Maggie's doesn't hit that hard. Like it hits hard, but not like insanely, like extremely hard, unless if I have setup or specs. And it's like I have mons that can deal damage, but it's mainly they either need setup or a choice item, which either means I'm wasting a move slot or I am wasting my item. I mean, I feel like Togepi is kind of the same way too. And uh, I don't know if I put Togepi at 10 or 12. Like, do I put him just above Drake? Do I put him one spot above Draco Meteor? Or do I put him a spot below? Kind of like Draco's offensive output with Tyrantrum, Swell, Hawlucha, Houndoom, and got some annoying one like Araquanid with webs, Chestnut, really good bulk and spikes, Houndstone with Fluffy. So, I'm going to put Togepi at 12. Now we got Bassett of the Crestfallen Abyss. Cobalion, Glisopod, Terracolossal, Crobat, Terrible Glaceon, Runerigus, Mr. Mime, Drapion, and Terratoros. I mean, let's just start off with I like this team offensively a lot. Crobat doesn't have the best bulk in the world, so you already know you're going to just be seeing offensive Crobat a shit ton. Blossom with Quiver Dance can be terrifying. The right matchup could be very good. Drapion's got good bulk, plus could deal some damage. And then Terratoros is just terrifying. Also, Colossal can be offensively too. You're not going to run it offensively, but I mean, it can have some output for sure. And then same thing with Cobalion. I mean, this team's got output, and it's also got good bulk with Cobalion, Golisopod, Colossal, Runerigus, Drapion. Mr. Mime's got pretty good Spadev. It's like, I like this multiple Mons with rocks, lime, T-spikes with Drapion. I mean, I was talking about my team, and I like how this is like essentially the first time imagine being concerned about speed tiers. Come on. What do you mean imagine about being concerned about speed tiers? Not nice. Um, but I like this team a lot. This is probably the first time I've had a balanced team in this league. I think this is honestly even more balanced than me. And and I put myself at number 9. Not too high, just inside the top 10. Bassett's pretty, you know, balanced. I think it's honestly more balanced than me. I actually like his team better than me. I'll put Bassett at number 7. It's a pretty good team. I mean, of course, this does not. Once again, this just doesn't include people's skill. I mean, you could have the worst team if you're the best player. You're in the top 7. And someone like me, who I feel like's got a very balanced team, would probably be in like the bottom 5. Now we move on to Stormtide of the Seattle Shuckles with Mienshao, Gligar, Tentacruel, Terra Vanillux, Terra Ol and Sandslash, Farigiraf, Druddigon, Vikavolt, Macargo, and Palpitoad. First of all, let me give Stormtide some credit with quite the Gen 5, Mons. Seeing some Mienshao, Vanillux, Druddigon, Palpitoad. I mean, this guy's got some bonus points. I have Regilucky, no fucks given. Fastest Mon, Electrode. But I mean, let's just exclude the Gen 5 bias. I like the idea of the Vanillux Ol and Sandslash combo. Vanillux sets up the snow, and because it's an ice type, it gets double defense. No, I think it's times 1.5 defense. I forgot. It's either times 1.5 or double in snow. And same thing with Alolan Sandslash because it's an ice type. But Alolan Sandslash gets the benefit of the doubt with Slush Rush. So not only you're getting, that defense boost in the snow, you're also getting double speed. This Alolan Sandslash seems like a mon that you could just choice ban like every week. And like in the snow, just spam Iron Heads and Icicle Crash and whatnot. Mienshao, very fast, has Regenerator, very good offensively. Gligar, Eviolite, bulky. You get Roost Recovery, U-turn knockoff as a move for momentum, and arguably just the best utility move in the game. Tentacruel, very good special defense. Probably just could be the special wall of the team. Besides bulky water. Also a grounded poison type to absorb T-spikes. For Farigiraf, I'm gonna be honest. He does have fast Mons, but there's also Mons that are insanely slow, like Farigiraf, Druddigon, Vikavolt, Macargo. You might be like, why am I saying this? Because Farigiraf gets Trick Room. He's got a pretty decent Trick Room mode. And Farigiraf also has Armor Tail, so if your team is very fast, and you can get outsped, but priority still goes first in Trick Room, Armor Tail just shuts that down. Druddigon works very well in that Trick Room mode. Good attack, good defenses, rough skin. You can run like rough skin, Rocky Helmet. Vikavolt, you would think is a mon that should just be insanely fast, but I think it's like base 42 speed or 43 speed, so works very well in that Trick Room mode. Volt Switch is going to be very key with that Vikavolt. Terra Macargo. Now, this could be a sleeper. Shell Smash plus Terra. I know it's dirt slow. I know it doesn't have the best damage output, but do work in the right matchup. Shell Smash plus Terra is really terrifying if I have to be truthful with it. It really is. And Palpitoad, well, Eviolite water ground. I mean, who says that's not? You know what? Stormtide, I think, is better than Bassett, but Stormtide at 6 or potentially top 5. So I think we'll move Bassett down to 8, but move Stormtide to 7. I think is how I'm going to do it. Now we got Ty Lord of the Twin Terras with Roserade, Terra Agron, Talonflame, Florges, Cincinnati, Blastoise, Terra Zoroark, Terra Golurk, Hatchram, and Flaffy. I mean, this is one of the best teams in the league. I know you're gonna see the Hatchram and the Flaffy at the bottom. You're gonna see people's bottoms have like the last 2 picks be like either like very expensive mon, one cheap mon, or like 2 mid-price mons. So you might be like, well, his last 2 picks were 2 points and 1 point. Very cheap mons. Yeah, because everything else is 9 or higher, or yeah, 9 or higher. And I know you're gonna be like, oh, Zoroark is 7. Yeah, but with Terra, with Terra, it's 9 points, so you add on 2. So it's like it's technically 9 points. And Aggron's technically 13. And so it's like this team is very expensive. That's why I have to go very cheap on the last 2 Mons. But besides Hatchram and Flaffy, this is an insanely terrifying team. He went very unconventional with Roserade as his first pick. But I think Roserade is probably going to be one of the better grass types in low tier. And, being poison, it's a grounded poison type. Aggron, I know it's usually quad weak to steel, no, not quad weak, quad weak to ground, quad weak to fighting. But the thing is, it can Terra. They can get out of those quad weaknesses. And most importantly, it's a physical wall. You can drop your quad weaknesses with Terra while also being a physical wall. It's just annoying. Talonflame is going to be one of the better flying types. Also, probably just arguably one of the better fire types. Florges, honestly, you can make the case is gonna be as the best fairy type of the format. Cincinnati, you could either be loaded dice technician with tail slap, bullet seed, rock blast, and triple axle, or you could just run it as skill link to get the maximum hits. It's just gonna have very good output no matter what. And it's a normal type, so it's your ghost immunity. Blastoise, your bulky water. And yes, Shell Smash is banned for Blastoise. But that's besides the point. It's just I know it's best with Shell Smash, but in Giga Low tier, Shell Smash would just be pushing it over the edge. But it will still be a phenomenal defensive Pokemon with Flip Turn for momentum. So don't worry. Still gonna be very strong. Terra Zoroark, you add on Zoroark's move pool, and that you can easily choice item, whether it's Specs or Scarf. Then you add on Illusion and add on Terra. It's going to be a lot to account for. And then Terra Golurk, that's your ghost type. Your spin blocker. Also a ground type. Has no guard. So your no guard dynamic punches and your no guard poltergeist are going to be very strong. And then also because it's a ground type, it's just stab EQ. Then you add on Terra. I mean, like I said, I wasn't kidding when I said this. It's one of the better teams in the league. And quite honestly, I'll be the first one to say it. I've helped him with mocks already. I faced his team. It is nasty. I know that this is only the 7th team. I'm not even done with the first half. But I'll be very happy to say, for the time being, that this is the best team in the league for the time being. I mean, I might just cover a team that I might like a little more and just move Tyler down. But I'll just say it. Tyler's going to be number 1 right now. If he does go down, I'll still say he's guaranteed to be top 3. There is no way I'm going to bump him out of the top 3. But for now, it's going to be top 1. Now we got Icy of the Lily Silly Mudkips with Hisuian Braviary, Hatterene, Cofagrigus, Terrabaware, Terraseptile, Indeedee, Crustle, Terra Honchkrow, Vivillon, and the Dunsparce. First of all, you got Indeedee with Psychic Surge, so you could like size spam with Indeedee itself. Hatterene, I think Hisuian Braviary gets Expanding Force, but if it doesn't, it's Psychic Stab just to get powered up. Of course, with Esperwing, you get your Speed Boost, Stab, and Psychic Terrain. It's really good. Cofagrigus, I had an AA last year with Prankster. It was disgusting. Of course, without Prankster, it's not going to be as good. But it's still going to be an annoying mon with status out the ass. And it's a ghost type, so it's your spin blocker. Terrabaware with Fluffy, pretty good. Terraseptile, that has a soft spot in my heart from my first season of draft. I had Terraseptile. I loved it a lot. I think Sceptile as a Terra Captain is really good. And in Giga Low tier, wouldn't be surprised if it's one of the better Terra Captains this season. It's really fast, could easily choice it, and if you run physically, you could have Swords Dance. Terraseptile, I think, is just a phenomenal mon. Or I talk about Indeedee with, Psychic Surge and Psychic Terrain and whatnot. Crustle. It's got good bulk, a reasonable attack stat, access to Shell Smash, so could be a sweeper. Unfortunately, it's not a Terra Captain, but it is what it is. Terra Honchkrow, I think, is going to be very good. I know it's not the bulkiest, it's not the fastest, but it's got a good attack stat with Moxie. If it gets a single, we just sucker punch everything and just win. So you want to be careful with Honchkrow, because a single Moxie boost could straight up spell game over for you. Vivillon, I mean, I think does it get webs? I don't know if it gets webs, but I know it at least gets Quiver Dance. So, I mean, you got an option there for potential sweep. I mean, the typing defensively is kind of holding you back from the sweep, but at least it's still on the table. And then the Dunsparce, I mean, it's just an annoying mon. Access to glare, then it coils, and it has roost for recovery. It could you. It's like if you get glared, it coils, and you just have awful luck in getting parried, it just beats you on the spot. I like the team. How high or low? I mean, even though I like the team, unfortunately, even though I like the team, I think it's gonna be the worst team so far. Because the lowest I have right now is Booker, and I kind of like Booker with Italian, a little Marowak, Revavroom, Regice a little bit better. I don't think bad team here. Some of these people might be like, oh, I'm crazy, but it's like, this is just personal preference at the end of the day and how I rank it. But at least I'll give Icy his flowers and not put him bottom 5. So that I'll do. Covering next, we got Pulsel of the Arrow 2. Did I pronounce that right? I don't know. But I'm not even going to discuss their team because I'm putting them last. Just kidding. Pulsel, if you're watching this, that was a joke. Don't hurt me. But they have Regieleki, Iron Leaves, Terra Regirock, Metang, Octillery, Terra Slurpuff, Driftblim, Quagsire, Tauros Paldean Blaze, and Poipole. First of all, Pulsel's got a very big benefit with having the fastest mon in the tier. And oh no, not squared. Barrow squared. Barrow squared. Thank you very much. But I like that they have Regieleki. I mean, you have the fastest mon in the tier. closest thing to it speed wise is my electrode or Hisuian electrode, if anybody else has it, which is base 150, which is I could outspeed if I'm like Choice Scarf with speed investment. But the thing is, Regieleki is so fast that if Puzzle's like, oh, Sal's gonna bring Scarf Electrode against me to outspeed me, they can just easily very little investment and just outspeed me anyways. So it's like it's really not worth it. It just isn't. Regieleki's gonna outspeed everything. Unless if it's Tailwind. I mean, is Tailwind even worth it? I don't know. Iron Leaves, I'll say it. I'm a big Gen 5 guy. I hate Virizion because its typing is awful. Iron Leaves isn't much better. But in Giga Low tier, it might have potential. What up, Matt? Yep. But in low tier, I do think this Mon has potential. Whether it's going to be a choice user, like manual electric terrain somewhere, choice band, choice scarf, whatever it is, maybe even an SD set, Gigolo tier, I think this thing could actually shine. Of course, you're quad weak to bug, so you got to watch out for that U-turn. But besides that, I mean, it might be a legit threat. Terra Regirock, you got your physical wall, and it can set up rocks, and I mean, Iron Defense, Body Press, plus Terra. Regirock's not going to be pleasant to deal with. I will say. Metang, it's a steel type, so that's your steel type. Eviolite, unlike Beldum, it actually has moves, so it's not like you're stuck into takedown and whatnot. It actually has a viable set or moves. Then you got Octillery. Octillery has decent damage output, but the thing that shines with Octillery, its move pool is disgusting. It has so much coverage. I mean, could I show it? Yes. But I mean, I want to kind of speed through 20 teams, But Octillery's coverage is insane. And it's a water, and it's pure water. So, I mean, that's your water type. I won't say bulky water, but it's like, it's got decent bulk. Slurpuff, Terra Slurpuff, Sticky Web, of course, you got your Belly Drum, Citrus Berry, plus some Burden. It doesn't have like a shit ton of sets like some Mons, but the sets it does have is either it could sweep you or it could just be a nuisance to your entire team with sticky webs, which is never fun to deal with. Then there is Drift Balloon. Stat, decent speed. Doesn't have the most insane damage output, but sky high H speed can set up Tailwind, Ghost type, so it's your spin blocker. Strength stab is just very annoying. I mean, really good Mon. Then we're looking at Quagsire. Water ground. It's only got one weakness, quad weakness. Very good physical. Tauros, Paldean Blaze. Intimidate, fire type, firefighting, which is a type that Buzzle hasn't had up till either type until now with this Tauros. Intimidate, good speed, good attack, access to bulk up, Raging Bull. So if somebody has like dual screens or like Aurora Veil, you could just break it with Raging Bull. And then those stab close combats are also just not to be pleasant. And then they have Poipole. I mean, they only had 1 point when it was that pick. So I mean, when you only have 1 point left on your last pick, I mean, very hard to make, like have a crazy good Mon. Even in high tier Nat decks, 1 point Mons, you're not gonna really have anything crazy. So, Postal went with Poipole, grounded poison type to absorb T spikes and got good speed. Quite honestly, probably one of the best 1 point mons you could have. Um, I know it sounds weird, but it's like because I put myself in like the middle of the pack, I'm like 9. I'm gonna try compare teams like compared to me. Because like if I'm like, oh, this team is significantly worse than me, or like I just don't like it as much, I know that they're gonna be towards the bottom. If it's like around me, I know it's gonna be like, oh, it's in the middle. And if I like it much better than me, well, you got a top spot. So like I like Postal Team a lot. You got the fastest spawn. You got the best physical wall that can Terra. You got a fairy type that could set up webs, be a nuisance, or just belly drum, unburden, sweep you. Iron Leaves in Gigolo tier could be very annoying. Quagsire Drift Blim on top of Regirock makes an annoying defensive core. Tauros Paldean Blaze, good offense with Intimidate. And then Metang is like, I know it's not the best, but I mean, it's probably one of the better steel types that's cheap. They're like one of the better, cheaper, one of the best, cheaper steel types. Plus, Eviolite Octillery with great coverage. I like the team a lot. I do. I'm gonna be quite honest. I do like it more than me. I'm gonna move myself down to 10, and I think also I'd pull still in at that 9 spot. And then last team we are covering in the first half is Radish of the Ain't That Arble with Hitmonlee, Noivern, Tara Arbalova, Palisand, Escavalier, Basculin, Terra Galarian Rapidash, Morpeko, Terra Behemoth, and Salazzle. I mean, Hitmonlee, you could be like normal gem, fake out on Burden. Noivern's one of the fastest mons in the format. Arbalova is just very annoying with its utility and good bulk. Plus, a Terra. Palisand, who I think Radish had last season. I forgot if it was last season or it was season 3. They had Palisand and they used it very well. So they have a mon that not are they familiar with, but very good, especially with a ground ghost typing. Escavalier, Bug Steel, so you only have one weakness, and that's a quad weakness to fire, but it has like 145 attack or something, so it's like a really high attack stat. Basculin and Gigolo tier is actually gonna be a pretty good mon, if I'm being honest. Like if you run like Max B Jolly Choice Band with like Rockhead, Wave Crash, that's gonna be a lot of damage output. Galarian Rapidash with Terra, I mean, it is fairy type naturally, but like, I'm gonna be honest, I've never been the biggest Galarian Rapidash fan. I'm not gonna say it sucks, because I really haven't used it, but I really don't know what it does. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna just see, do I play Radish this season? I think I do. If I'm very sure I do, actually. Not week 4. I play in week 5. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of hope he brings Galarian Rapidash against me because I don't know what the hell it does. I don't even know about its moveset either. So I'm kind of interested to see what it does. Morpeko, always nice to have a dark type in draft. Its signature ability, Hunger Switch. I forgot how it works. I don't know if it's just like every other turn it just switches on to that mode and then switches off, or if it's like it has to get hit by contact. I forgot what it is, but I know that what it is and what happens. I just forgot like how it happens. I don't know if it's just like a turn thing or if it's just like has to get hit by a move, whatever it may be. But I'm not the biggest fan of. I'm from Gen 5. I think it's one of the worst mons in Gen 5. But if I'm not mistaken, it has a decent move pool. And with Terra, it might not be bad. I know it's not the fastest, so he'll need to get Trick Room up for him to be at its best, which I don't think he has a Trick Room user, but I mean, with Terra, with decent damage output and a pretty sure a pretty decent move pool, it might be not awful. And then Salazzle, it's a fire type for him. Grounded poison, spikes, fast, good damage output. I like the theme. Was the season 4 champ, so he's here to defend his crown this year. And I think he's got one of the better teams in the league. I'll just slide it in at 5 right now. I'm not sure if it's going to be higher, maybe one spot lower. But with the teams that I put, like outside the top 5, the highest spot I have right now is Stormtide at 7, and I do like his team more than Stormtide. So we're just going to have him chill at the top 5 right now. Now we're moving on to the first team in the second half of Fanta of the Munching Mawiles with Kingdra, Terra Rhydon, Terra Crocalor, Terra Bibarel, Frostlass, Lucario, Cacturne, Rabombi, Emolga, and Meowstic. Shout out Fanta for picking a Gen 5 Flying Squirrel and Emolga. But Kingdra, I think, is going to be one of the better water types. And Dragon is just going to be one of the best of its type, of both of its types. It's going to be one of the best water types. Brain goes up. I mean, Kingdra's just all of a sudden can just go from one of the best of its types to just one of the best Mons in the format with Rain up. Good attack stat, Eviolite, Prom. But at the end of the day, what you want to say? Or what was I saying? But at the end of the day, it's probably, you got Terra. So you know what they say, you're going to be fine. Especially with Eviolite. Terra Crocalor, once again, it's actually annoying. Plus, Eviolite, it's just not going to be a fun Mon to take down. And then Terra Bibarel. Terra Bibarel. I mean, he did what he plans to do with Bibarel. I have to look at it again. But I mean, he was very excited about the pick. So I'm going to just trust him that it was well worth the format. You got your spin blocker. So it could be like Sash, Destiny Bond. He's got like utility, Destiny Bond. Pick off an unsuspecting victim. Thunderwave, Will-O-Wisp, Curse. I mean, it's got utility. You run it offensively like Blizzard or something. That's just nice. Lucario is gonna be one of the better Mons in general in the format. Whether it's gonna be like a revenge killer with Scarf, or potentially like physical SD, or special nasty bar, or maybe just choice band or choice specs, or maybe even life orb sets. Whatever it is, it's gonna be one of the best offensive Mons in the format, and could maybe just secure Fanta a win or two just by itself of how strong it will be in the format. Cacturne, I'm gonna be honest, for 4 points, Cacturne is actually not bad. It's actually pretty good. I'm not gonna say like, oh, it's so good where it should be ranked, where it should be like more points. I don't think that. I think 4 points is fine, is perfectly fine. I'm saying like what it offers for a 4-point Mon is good. I mean, you got strong priority, stab, sucker punch. You can pick off Mons with Destiny Bond. Needle Arm's a pretty good move. You got Swords Dance. I like it. Rabombi, it's your fairy type. Sets up webs. Quiver Dance, Sweeper. It's nice. Emolga. I mean, I love Gen 5. I think Avolga is like actually all right. I mean, it's one of those mods where like you play the vanilla game and it can be annoying, but then you just play ladder and it's like if you see somebody use it, you're just like, what the fuck? It gets motor drive. I know it gets one of the abilities that's an electric immunity, and I know it's not Vol Absorb. I think it's motor drive. Is it motor drive or is it lightning rod? I'm very sure it's motor drive. So like it turns that electric like just that new like electric from neutral to an immunity with a speed boost. And then male Meowstic, you get Prankster screens, and all the other utility gets. Prankster's just a phenomenal ability. Um, in general, I'm not gonna. I, I'm not gonna lie. I gave Icy his flowers of like I think it was like when I like was ranking ICC, like ICC was still the lowest ranked right now, and I do like the thing is like I like his team, but it's like I feel like every team before Fanta that I ranked, I just liked more. This is the one team. Like I like some of the mons that Fanta has, like the Kingdra, the Terra Rhydon, Terra Crocodile, Frostlass Lucario, Rabombi, Meowstic with Prankster. Like as a whole, I just think that ICC is just a little bit better, or like I think it's a little better. With that being said, I'm sorry, Fanta, but you're gonna be the first person ranked in the bottom five. Now the question just becomes how low. I just don't know how low I want to rank it. I'm gonna rank Fate at 18. Gonna rank him at the bottom essentially. It's the first team of the bottom three. I feel like low tier is like the one tier, like compared to mid tier and high tier. Like at least with mid tier and high tier, like there's actually a lot of like good mons that are just too good for low tier. And it's like could be the make like the difference between like some teams like being much better than others. Like with low tier, I feel like a lot of teams are gonna be like similar. Like, yeah, there's gonna be like those one or two teams that are just like, oh, that they just stand out as like the top dogs. Like, I feel like a lot of these teams are gonna be like relatively similar with like balance and whatnot. It is just like to me comes down to personal preference. This is kind of the first team where I'm just like, I like some mons, but like the team as a whole, I'm not sure. It's like Fanto is hyped about Terra Barrel. I'm not really 100% sold on it. And I like what Cacturn does for 4 points, but it's like Cacturn, like I'm not sure if, like what else for 4 points. Like saying like with Emolga, same thing. Like I'm not sure, man. Like at least Emolga gives him the speed that his team definitely needed, but like besides that, I don't know. Now we got oh boy, the Chilling Flames with Porygon Z, Galvantula, Terra Phalanx, Orthworm, Terra, his mascot as a Terra Captain and Terra Flareon, Decidueye, Terra Claw Witcher, Muck, Galarian Articuno, Furret. Galvantula, Gen 5, holds a spot on my heart. But Sticky Webs with like Compound Eyes Thunders, that's not fun. It's also really fast, and it's just a mon that you can easily choice specs with Thunder. Or if you're not specs, you're probably running, and by probably running, if you're not choice specs, you are absolutely running sticky webs, which are no fun. If you like Pokemon, you play Pokemon, this, that, you already know the most annoying thing is sticky webs. Nobody likes them, especially when it comes to playing it. There's people out there that are just like, oh, I hate sticky webs and just use it anyway. Or they're like, ooh, I like sticky webs. But when they play, they're just like, fuck it. And I like to say, just make up your mind. I'm one of those guys that doesn't like it. And I stick to it. I don't like to face it. I don't like using it. Like, that's legitimately the one hazard I refuse to use. And if you catch me using sticky webs, then I'm probably feeling like the most toxic person in the world that day. But if I'm not feeling insanely toxic, I will never run sticky webs. Yes. Will I run rocks? Like, I preferably try to run no hazards. I'm just the guy that loves hyper offense. But I mean, I don't mind running rocks. I don't mind running spikes. I don't mind running T spikes. I don't mind running status like T wave, toxic, will wisp. I just refuse to run sticky webs. I'm a man of morals, and that's one of the things I just say I refuse to use. Porygon Z is going to be really strong. Download adaptability with Tri Attack. It's nice. And it's got some good coverage. Bolt Beam coverage. I think it has like psychic coverage, has ghost coverage, bug coverage. So it's got good coverage with a very strong stab move. Terra Phalanx, I mean, no retreat with Terra could be really good. Orthworm, that's gonna be his physical wall, also his steel type. Could get is Shedtail banned for it? I don't know if Shedtail is banned for it. Actually, let me check. I check rules first. Is Shedtail banned? I guess would yeah, okay, I kind of figured. Just have to double check. But Orthworm still could be nice. Terra Flareon, I mean, 6 points originally, but with Terra is another 6, but 12 points. They're getting Gutsmon back in Terra. Like, normally with Flareon, if you don't run Terra and you want Guts, it has to be Toxic Orb, which sucks because, why would you want to Toxic yourself compared to Gutsmons that can burn themselves? But now with Terra, Flareon could actually run Flame Orb. Decidueye, Ghost types, that's your spin blocker, but I think that I like Decidueye. Could be Joy Scarfmon, great typing offensively. Claw Witcher, Mega Launcher, plus Terra, those Terra Water. That Terra Water, Mega Launcher, Specs Water Pulls. Like, Specs Water Pulls with Mega Launcher already does quite a bit of damage. Add on Terra Water, that's going to be immense damage. Also, Dark Pulse and Aura Sphere and Dragon Pulse are also going to be boosted with Mega Launcher because it just increases the power of Pulse moves. Muck is just your grounded poison type, absorb the T-Spikes, but also very bulky on the physical side. Probably going to run AV quite a bit, which AV Muck is never fun, especially when you're going to see it in Giga Low tier. Galarian Articuno, I love Galarian Articuno. I've never drafted it, but there was multiple times I was like, ooh, I really want it, and just hesitate on it. But I love Galarian Articuno. I remember like when I got the Sword and Shield DLC and I saw Galarian Articuno, I fell in love with it. As much as I love Galarian Articuno, it's kind of my least favorite Galarian bird. I actually like Galarian Moltres and Galarian Zapdos more, but I still love Galarian Articuno. I love all Galarian birds. In fact, I even love all their Cantonian forms. Of course, their Cantonian forms, especially with Moltres and Articuno, aren't as viable as their Galarian forms just because of typing. But I mean, no matter what, Zapdos, both forms, Galarian and Cantonian, is not only very viable, but just easily the best one for both. But we're not here for that. Galarian Articuno, Psychic Flying, Freezing Glare is 80 base power, I want to say, or is it 90? Actually, I think it's 90. I think it's legitimately just psychic type ice beam with the same effect of having a 10% chance to freeze. And then for it, I mean, it could straight up just be choice band last resort. You could be like tidy up with it to clean up the hazards, get your speed boost. I kind of like the old boys team. I just I just have so many teams in the middle already. Oh god. Do I like this team more than Booker? I got. Oh, I'm not gonna. I think I think I ranked Booker a little low because I actually like his team. I'm gonna put it one spot above Toge P because I don't. Do I like his team more than Draco? I love Draco's team, man. But I don't like Draco's team more than mine, though. That's the problem. Booker, Toge P. Yeah, I think I'm actually gonna move Icy up one spot. No. Yeah, I put old boy there, actually. Oh, man. All right, now we are moving to the person that beat me in the first round of the AAA playoffs last season, round one, KJ of the Neo Obsidian Poison, he has Alomomola, Galarian Slowbro, Terra Iron Thorns, Jolteon, Bombardier, Terra Toadscruel, Pinsir, Mimikyu, Magmortar, Dewpider. You got your bulky water. That's also very annoying with Regenerator, Flip Turn, Wish, and Alomomola. Galarian Slowbro is a physical wall, also a grounded poison type to absorb the T-spikes. Terra Iron Thorns. I'm not the biggest Iron Thorns guy, but I know that it could do some damage. And with Terra, I think this Mon could be one of the better Terra captains. In fact, I know it can. Actually, I saw the week one matchup, and it put in the work. So I know that this Terra Iron Thorns can be very scary. Jolteon, one of the fastest mons in the tier. Bombardier. Your ground immunity, because you're, flying type. Terra Toadscruel. The thing that holds it back is, its ability Mycelium Might, where, its status boosts go last, which sucks because it has Spore and it's base 100 speed. So normally there could be a decent chance it would go first with its Spore. But with Mycelium Might, it's always guaranteed to go last and can't really make use of the Mycelium or of like the Spore because of Mycelium Might. But I still think it's gonna be a good, Pokemon. Decent bulk, good utility, just held back by once again Mycelium Might, but it's fine. Um, and it's usually quad weak to ice, but it's like with Terra, that's nice. Pinsir is gonna be. I feel like Pinsir's gonna be very underrated. SD, good attack stat. The only downside is that it's just not a Terra captain, but I know it's got a decent move pool with SD, aka Swords Dance. Should be a pretty good Mon in Gigalo tier. Mimikyu, two birds, one stone. You got your spin blocker, aka your ghost type, and you got your fairy type. With the ability to disguise, you're guaranteed to take a hit like nothing. Magmortar, your fire type, good coverage, could be an easy choice scarf mon. You know, you got what you want to call it? Um, I like Magmortar a lot. If I'm being honest, scarf, scarf on good, flame body, um, good coverage, and then Dupire just there because well, yeah, 2 points left. I mean, you just gotta pick a 2 point mon. I mean, not really much you could do. But this is definitely one of the better teams in the format. To me, no doubt about it. Um, where do I put this boy? Man, says I have no video. I straight up see it on my screen. What do you mean I got no video? Of course I have video. Oh my god, it's not popping up. Jesus. Oh my god. Oh god, how long was it like that? Probably a while. Whatever. But yeah, putting KJ as one of the better teams. Um, I know I put it above Radish for sure. Now, a simple fact of the matter of I'm not putting it above Tower. Do I put it at 2 or 3? That is the question. I think I'll put it at 3 for now. Safe. Now, Club Shay Sharp of the Boise Blastoise with Armarouge, Klefki, Terra Braviary, Rotomo, Gudra, Terra Lapras, Paldean Tauros, Mudbray, Terra Sneasel, and Weezing. First of all, I like the Weezing pick. Neutralizing gas can shut down any ability of any mon at any given time. So any mon that's starting to the team based off ability, like with an ability. For example, like if he plays, I don't know, the Chilling Flames, and it's like, oh, this Porygon Z with, adaptability tri attack is just a nuisance. Well, which it can be, because I mean, before Terra, there's only one resist in Klefki. There's no ghost type to be immune. I could easily see that adaptability Porygon Z being a pain in the ass. So like Galarian Weezing could just, or not Galarian Weezing, but just Weezing can shut that down ASAP. Klefki, Fairy Steel, arguably the best type in the game. Prankster with dual screens. Thunderwave. It's just gonna be an annoying mon in low tier. Armarouge hits hard. I mean, I personally would say like it's not bad. Like I saw it as his first round pick, and I just instantly thought he's gonna run a psychic terrain team. But I mean, that's just not gonna be the case. Is like, do I think it's gonna be a bad mon? No. But without psychic terrain, I don't know if he's just gonna get the best out of it. Braviary, Sheer Force Life Orb, and it's got some moves that can just take advantage of it. Plus, it's got decent speed, plus a really good attack stat. I'm not gonna lie, I really like the Braviary pick. especially with Terra. Rotom Mo, I feel like every Rotom appliance is pretty good, unless if you're the, Rotom Fridge. Uh, what is it called? Rotom Frost, right? Rotom Frost. I forgot what the hell it's called. But the ice type appliance, the refrigerator. But I mean that one's not bad. It's just like the ice type hinders it, but yeah, I guess Rotom fans, But Rotom Mo, Rotom Heat, and Rotom Washer, very good. Oh, you're Rotom Frost. No, bro, my screen just keeps. What the hell? Do I have to just share this every time? Oh my god. Yeah, the ice one is Rotom Frost. Yeah, kind of like Club Shay Sharp's team. I mean, Rotom Mo, Vote Switch, Eve Storm, Discharge Thunderbolt. Its stab is gonna be very strong in low tier. It's any form of Rotom, just because we love just spamming that Volt Switch, whether it's Scarf Volt Switch, Spax, or just bulky pivot. Just gotta say, get your ground types ready for it. Gudra, your special wall, good, good defense. Like your physical defense is pretty good. Not like anywhere close to your special defense, but combine it with acid armor. It's a really bulky mon, reasonable special attack. Lapras, bulky, all right damage output, but Terra. Now, I think Terra Lapras can shine because I know it's got a decent move pool, and a decent move pool with decent damage output is always really good, especially when you are as bulky as Lapras. You just shed that ice weak. Just shed that ice type. Paldean Tauros, of course, not as good as Paldean Aqua or Paldean Blaze, but I mean, it is what it is. Oh, my mom's calling me. What up, Ma? Yep. What? I can just take the pizza up for you. I don't like. I don't preheat the oven, woman. Oh, why would I preheat the oven? Yeah, I said why. I said why. What? Like what? Now it takes long, anyways. I think it takes long, anyways. Whatever. It's not like what's gonna not like it would take long, anyways. But sure. Yep. Fuck off, Mom. Oh. You would wish to see the tierings. Let me show you the tierings right now. Just gotta grab lunch for my brother real quick downstairs, but I'll show you the power rankings right now. Okay, I'm just okay. On my end, I see it, but I mean, but yeah, I just don't see it on. Oh, is it because it was paused? No, it's just a minute behind. Oh, took it down for nothing. I didn't know my thing was a minute behind. Yeah. So I have Tyler at the top, right? KJ at 3, Radish at 5, Stormtide, Bassett, Postal, and then I round out 10, top 10. Draco Meteor, Booker, Togepi. I have you at 14. I actually like your team. It's just, I mean, I feel like there's not going to be like any bad teams. And it's like, and it's just not that I don't like your team. It's just that every team I've covered, essentially, I've just liked a little bit more. Unless you're like, there's some teams I actually like quite a bit more, like Ty Ward and whatnot. But like, quite honestly, I am 4 spots above you on my rankings, and I don't like my team much more than yours. Like, I don't think there's not like a huge difference between how much I like my team compared to yours. So it's like to me, being not much of a difference. Like, despite being 4 spots, like I don't think there's like much of a difference between like, your team compared to because I like your team a lot. Like I like your bulk. You got webs. You got adaptability, PZ that can be nuts. Fouling, snow retreat, Terra, Flareon, guts, but with Terra, Galarian Articuno, I like Terra Clawitzer with Mega Launcher. Specs is annoying. Decidueye, I like. It's like I actually like your team. So like mine to yours, despite 4 spots, it's not really much of a difference of like how much I like it. But back to club. Oh, actually, I can't even go back to him right now because I actually have to grab lunch for my brother. All right, I'm back. Paldean Tauros. Of course, it's not like you're the Paldean Aqua or Paldean Blaze, where you're getting the extra type, which can be either good offensively, defensively, or maybe even both. But it still gets Intimidate, still has a decent move pool, decent bulk, good, good output, stab CC, of course, Raging Bolt to break screens. In general, good Mon. Mudbray, I'm assuming he was just like running low on points at that point and maybe wanted a ground type, so he just took it. Terra Sneasel, I think, is gonna be for like not a fully evolved Mon. This might be the best Terra Captain, arguably, for non-fully evolved Mons. Because it's really fast, great typing offensively. I mean, I like it a lot. And I don't know, Club Shea, kind of like Radish Team more. So we're going to go Club Shea Sharp with Radish there. Almost filled out the top 5 completely. And I think the top 10's almost done too, right? Top 5 is just 2. Top 10 is just 2 and 6. Just a lot at the bottom. Yeah, your team is slower compared to others, but I mean, to be fair, this is also low tier. I mean, like, if you got, like, if you have, like, X amount of mons that are, like, good, like, to me, I'm not sure, like, if off base speed, if I'm, like, average base speed, if I'm the fastest, but I know for sure I'm one of the fastest between Electrode, Miss Magius, A Bostif, decent speed. Delcatty's got decent speed. Like, I know for a fact I'm one of the fastest teams in the league, but it's like, it's low tier at the end of the day. I feel like low tier, you could easily get away with not having, you know, your crazy speeches. Like, is it nice to have? Yes. Would I say it's like a necessity where it's like you need half your team to be X speed? Like, I don't think so. Yeah, having four mods about 75 speed. Yeah, I mean, it's on paper doesn't look like the best. But I mean, Intro is over 100. For it, I think it's like in the 80s. Yeah, only one above 100. Now we're in the final six or final five? Final six teams. 90 is for it. Water real quick. Hey, so Agent Frost of the Seattle Slowbros, and he has Reuniclus, Alolan Raichu, Pincurchin, Grafaiai, Fortress, Darkspun, Terramantine, Typhlosion, and Wugtrio. So first of all, Pincurchin, Electric Surge, sets up the electric terrain, which also helps Alolan Raichu with Surfer, getting that double speed, which we're probably gonna be seeing quite a bit of that, Choice Specs or Life Orb, Alolan Raichu. Reuniclus for low tier, really annoying one. Indeed, Electric Surge does stop sweep. Reuniclus, very good in low tier. Very bulky, annoying, dive like good move pool. Regenerator could also be Magic Guard plus Life Orb for offensive sets. Gets Trick Room. So if you have like mods that aren't the fastest, you just got your Trick Room mode. Probably just one of the best and most well-rounded mods in low tier, like in this format, my opinion. Hence why it's worth 15 points. It deserves to be. Alolan Raichu, good move pool. Surge Surfer goes well with Pincurchin. Grafaiai, which is Terra. It could either be, the normal prankster and run like the parting shot with other utility, or because it also has Unburden, it could be Unburden Electric Seed. Get the defense boost and then get your double speed with Unburden. Fortress, it's gonna be your physical wall. Also, only one weakness, being a quad weakness to fire. Rocks, spikes. Think it also gets T spikes. I'm not 100% sure if it gets T spikes, but I know it gets spike electric, and most importantly, it's just also your special wall. Typhlosion could be like your Scarf Eruption, or even it doesn't have to be. It can be Scarf with no eruption, or still Scarf Eruption, but like when you're lower HP, just send it in later in the battle. Your Scarf Flamethrowers, Fire Blast, Lava Bloom, or whatever the heck other fire move you're running. Really good. Nectric, you got your Volt Switch for momentum. Specsman Nectric is very good. Could also be Scarf. Wugtrio, I mean, what you know about the Wug? I don't know much about the Wug, Von, to be honest, but just felt like throwing that in there. I mean, they have 1 point left. I mean, no disrespect to Wug, but I mean, Wugtrio is Wugtrio. Like, for 4 points, I mean, like if you could grab a water type, like, there was Dugong. I mean, Furfro with Furco. I mean, what are we doing? Like, no disrespect. We're like Glalie on the board. Heatmore, Jump Up, Lilligant. Damn, I'd rather take Mighty N and get my Intimidate right there. Noctowl, Pidgeot. Fuck it. Fiona's right there. Shift Tree. God damn it. I love Sage. Like, for Christ's sake. Does Wugtrio does have Wugtrio, yeah, what you know about that choice band triple dive? But I feel like instead of just grabbing, here's the thing: you have 1 point left. If you're gonna take Wugtrio, at least Terra the Wugtrio. Like it, I can understand if Wugtrio was 5 points with Terra and you couldn't afford it, but you can afford to at least have Terra Wugtrio. If you have 1 point left but not want a Terra Wugtrio, just grab a 4 point Mon. Like Light Ball Pikachu. How about my boy Knacklestack, aka Little Notchy? I mean, there is Mons there. And we're taking non-Terra Wugtrio. I mean, for low tier, I guess it's not bad, but I mean, man, I feel like there's gonna be a lot of moving around with this, man. I like Agent Frost team. You got Prankster on Bird, 2 Gray Abilities on Grafai, Electric Terrain with a Lone Ratcher, Uniclus, Fortress. I mean, I feel like it's just one of the more balanced teams. I gotta look at Stormtide's team again. Not sure if it's gonna be like that high. Yeah, not putting it over Stormtide, which I have at 8. Bassett. Okay. I want Bassett's team. I like Pulse's team better. Kind of like mine a little bit better as well. Who's at 11? Draco Meteor. Where's Draco Meteor's team? A Rockwind entire. Oh God. Damn, this might be the team, but I mean, this might actually just be a little lower than I thought. I didn't want to rank it that low, but it's like I actually like the team. Like the teams I have right now. Who's 13? 13 is Togepi. Bishop. Oh God. I don't really want to rank a team that's like this good, this low, but you know what? I'll put it above Togepi. So essentially everything's going one place down. So Icy at 16. Gang. Oh boy at 15. Togepi at 14 and 13. Who is it again? Oh God. Okay, Agent Frost. Okay, I was about to say, what the hell? Okay, Agent Frost sliding at 13. Ugh. All right, now we got Gamer, aka Tisser, aka whatever the hell you want to call him. He's got, you know what they say, he's a man of multiple names. And it's Gamer of the Rotom Household Appliances Inc. What a team name, may I say. And he has Chandelure, Rotom Frost, Terra, Torterra, Hitmonchan, Terra Excelgor, Azumarill, Archeops, Drampa, Buffalon. I'll just say first and foremost, I think he saw I did pretty good with Archeops and Excelgor and AAA that he just said, fuck it, let's just take it to low tier. And well, now he's got Terra Excelgor, which one of the fastest mons in the format. I think it's like fourth, like third or fourth fastest mon at 143. No, it's faster. I think it's 145. I know it. I know how it outspeeds Dragapult naturally. What do I think the main issue with your team is? I'm gonna be honest. No ground type is not the ideal thing. I mean, any team with like a very scary electric type could just rain down, just stab electric, which is never fun. Especially how you have multiple weaknesses to it before any Terra. Like you only have two electric resistances, being Galvantula and Decidueye, which neither of them are particularly bulky. Like, I'm gonna be honest, like, hypothetically, if I don't know, like, if I would play you, I could easily be Choice Specs Electrode, Modest Nature, because I'm probably gonna essentially outspeed everything on your team, and just Volt Switch, which wouldn't be fun. I don't know if I play you, but like hypothetically, if I would, I mean, that would be fun for your team. Like any real, I don't have to be like a fast electric type. It just has to be like one that can just put on a lot of damage. Like Specs Regieleki looks terrifying into you. Alolan Raichu, even before Surge Surfer, is terrifying. Manectric is terrifying. Rotom Mo, Heliolisk, Cajole. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm saying like I'm just name at this point. It's almost any electric type. It's like yes. I mean weaknesses. You only have two weaknesses before Terra, but it's like your resistances to it aren't that bulky, and you don't have an immunity to it. I'm really liking Gamer's team. I mean, he's got first of all, me being a Gen 5 fanatic, love Unova. It puts a smile on my face seeing Shandor, Excelgor, Archeops, and Buffalant. So let me cover my Gen 5 boys first. First of all, Shandor's gonna be one of the best offensive Pokemon in the format. Whether you're Specs, Scarf, I feel like Scarf sets are, more effective. But I mean, in low tier, knowing that many teams aren't going to be extremely fast, I wouldn't be surprised if Gamer could get away with Specs Chandor a couple times. And Specs on that Mon has like zero switch-ins. It's a terrifying Pokemon with Specs. And it actually has like decent speed anyway. It's not like anything crazy, but like it's the type of mon like without Scarf, it's like it's all right, but with Scarf, it's actually fast. Then the next Gen 5 one, Excelgor, it's like the third or fourth fastest mon in the format. Easily a mon that he's gonna choice specs a shit ton because there's only like two mons that outspeed it, being Regieleki and both Electrodes. So I guess two species outspeed it, but three Pokemon. And then you add on Terra with its move pool. He could honestly run the move pool I ran every week in AAA with choice specs, and he'll be perfectly fine. He could easily just run Bug Buzz, Focus Blast, Energy Ball, and I forgot the fourth move I ran. But he could, and it's Sludge. Is it Sludge Bomb or Sludge Wave? I forgot which one it is. But he could run that same exact set I did in AA every week with choice specs, and he'll be completely fine. Like that's how good Excelgor is in a format like this, because very like only like it outspeeds like 99.9% of the Pokemon in the format. Archeops is going to be one of the best breakers in the format. And he could also do what I did in AAA, except, not really, because I had, you know, the fortune to run Magic Guard Life Orb with Head Smash. If he wants to run Head Smash, he's taking recoil every time. But you get the point. You just replace Head Smash with like Rock Slide or Stone Edge, and you could run it Choice Scarf, outspeed essentially everything, and be fine. Or you can just run Choice Band and just have some of the most insane output out of any mon in the format. Honestly, Choice Band Archeops, like you saw a Choice Band on Archeops, I think he has like 140 attack. So I have a Choice Band on it, and it's gonna be the hardest hitter in the entire format. So that's that. I mean, or you could just run no item acrobatics on top of it, and I mean that's gonna hit like a truck. I mean, Archeops is a very scary mon. Yes, of course, because it's not AAA, it is defeatist. So when it's under 50% HP, halved attack, halved or half speed, which is just essentially you put it out of commission. It's useless. Like once it hits under 50%, you just sacrifice it. It's like you just plan sack. Unless if you're like, oh, I fear my opponent's gonna set up, and you don't want them to set up on a mon that's useless. But besides that, I mean, you just sack it once it's under half HP. And then Buffon. Buffon is so underrated. Really good attack stat, good bulk, good HP. The only thing that's killing Buffon is that its speed isn't that good. But if the only downside to Buffon is, oh, it's not the fastest, that's perfectly fine. Also gets Swords Dance for setup. Stab normal hits incredibly hard. So if you don't have a ghost type, even rock and steel types, which are resistances, if Buffon has a Swords Dance up, like at least a Swords Dance, so +2, stab normal, you can be a rock or steel type. And you're going to take quite a bit of damage. Unless if you're Aggron, who's rock and steel with a sky high defense stat. Like if you're not Aggron or a ghost type, good luck switching into a +2 Buffon. That's going to be an ugly mon to switch into. Now let's cover the non-Gen 5 Pokemon, starting with Rotom Frost as a Terra Captain. Normally, it's fine, like with the move pool, and like it gets the same utility as the other appliance forms of Rotom. It just typically sucks compared to the rest, just because it's part ice. It's like electric ice. Like at least Rotom Mo, you get the grass type, which isn't on paper typically not the best, but paired with electric, and I think it's not awful. Actually, I say it's not awful. You still have a shit ton of weaknesses, don't you? Bug, poison, fire, ice. You still got quite a bit of weaknesses. But fire, like Rotom Heat, Rotom Wash, phenomenal. Just because of secondary typing. But Rotom Frost is probably the worst one typing-wise. But with Terra, this could be a pretty good mon. I say pretty good mon. I mean, Rotom Wash and Rotom Heat, they're too good for low tier. But I feel like Rotom Frost could be the equivalent to Rotom Heat and Rotom Wash with Terra. So I'm actually excited to see Gamer use Rotom Frost because it's a Terra Cat. I think it's going to be really good. Torterra. Got your ground type, your electric immunity, Shell Smash Sweeper, decent coverage offensively, got good bulk. It's pretty much it. I mean, it's a nice Pokemon. It could be a sweeper, could be a defensive, could be a decent defensive Pokemon for you. The issue is he has Cosmo. I mean, we will cover Cosmo soon. Hitmonchan. I mean, Iron Fist Punching Glove is really good. Because, like, Iron Fist will actually boost the power of your punching moves. Like, Drain Punch, Mach Punch, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch, Fire Punch, like, the whole shebang. And then Punching Glove increases it even more. But the benefit to Punching Glove is that it avoids contact moves. So let's say you just face a very bulky physical wall. Like let's say, because I play Gamer week 1. Let's say hypothetically I bring Rocky Helmet Glastrier and he sees, oh, he's Rocky Helmet. With Punching Glove, that makes your moves non-contact. So hypothetically, if I bring Rocky Helmet Glastrier and he brings Hitmonchan, let's say Punching Glove, Iron Fist, Punching Glove, Drain Punch, he won't take Rocky Helmet Chip after hitting me with Drain Punch because the simple fact of the matter of that Punching Gloves avoids contact. So he'll just avoid Rocky Helmet completely. Hopefully he's not watching the stream, and hopefully even if he is, hopefully I just didn't inspire him to think of an idea. But Punching Glove just gets around, just your contact moves are non-contact, which you just get around Rocky Helmet. And like you said, yeah, if he gets rid of Cosmoem, he has 14 points. Like, imagine if he would drop Cosmoem for Hoopa. Like, he could drop Cosmoem and get Hoopa, which is disgusting. Or Maushold. Or he could grab a 13-point Mon, like Hitmontop, Meloetta, Mesprit. Or maybe 12-point Mon, like, I can't say Aerodactyl because he has Archeops. There'd be no need for 2 rock flyings, but you get the point. He could drop Cosmoem and get a top tier Mon in the format. I mainly picked Mons I enjoy as Pokemon. Respect, oh boy. Because you know what? That's what I essentially did in AAA. I was like, in AAA, I was just like, you know what? I'm just going to pick Mons I like or feel comfortable with and just rock it out. And you know what? I made playoffs. Did I get eliminated round 1? Yeah. Did I face one of the best players in the league? Yes. Will I say that I would have made a deep run? Like, I'm not gonna say I would have won the entire thing if I beat him, because I don't think I would have. I probably would have lost the next round. But it just stung how I played one of the best players in the league last season. But you know what they say? It is what it is. You know what they say? If I wanted to avoid that, I should have been better, or maybe a little bit worse. Azumarill, huge power. It outside of electric types, I probably enjoy this team. Honestly, I like I said, like if I had your team, would I make a little bit like some changes myself to like like suit it more for how I like to play? Yes, but as a whole, like if you would use my team and you can't change it, how much would you enjoy on a scale of 1 to 10? I'd probably say a 6. Like I like Mons that Yaoi too. I love Porygon-Z. I love Galvantula, Foulings, Orthworm, Great Physical Wall, Muck. I love Galarian Arcuna. I love Decidueye. Like I actually like your team a lot. It's just I don't know how it stacks up compared. Like I just a little questionable compared to the rest. It's not questionable in like, oh, this team is like, oh, whoa. It's just like I just like other teams better. But back to Gamer. Azumarill, huge power is banned for it. But being Water Fairy, with huge power being banned, it's not going to be that offensive weapon that it can be. But I really do think that it could still be a really good defensive Pokemon. It actually has already good bulk already. And having one of the best defensive typings in the game in Water Fairy with decent utility, Azumarill should be a quality Mon. Now we're covering Drampa. Too bad it's not Legends EA where it's buffed and has a Mega. But only thing I know is that Mon's gonna hit like a truck. I don't know. Does Drampa have analytic or am I just misremembering? I think I might be misremembering, but I think Grandpa has analytic. But Fur is funny. Fur, it's hilarious. It's like how I have Delcatty. Am I misremembering that? Oh, Grandpa has Berserk. I was like, yeah, I don't know why I thought analytic. Yeah, Berserk. So under half HP, it does get that special attack boost, which is honestly a little bit scary because it actually kind of already hits hard already. And stab normal, very powerful. Pair with dragon, those stab hyper voices, Draco meteors, are gonna be scary. Already talked about Buffalon, and then now here's the time we talk about a little bit of Cosmoem. Now, let me tell you a thing or two about Cosmoem. You know, say Gamer, if he replaced Cosmoem with Koopa, would be very high in the tiering. I mean, the thing is, the thing is, I'll probably still rank him pretty high. The thing is, if you were here at the beginning, um, so like from a team perspective, I'm gonna be honest, I'm probably putting him above me. Like I actually like his team a lot. But back to Cosmo. Some may say I'm a Cosmoem aficionado. You might be, oh, really? Yes. Cosmoem, base 130. How do I remember that? I don't know. I don't know how I remember Cosmoem has 131 in both defenses, but I know it's got base 131 both defenses. I find it so funny how also a mon with base 131 in both defenses also has 30. Like I know doesn't have the best HP, but it's like, it doesn't have the best HP. It's like you got 131 in both defenses. Like sturdy is just stupid. But let me tell you a thing or two about Cosmoem, and it absolutely sucks. It only got 3 moves. Teleport, which isn't bad, but when your other 2 moves are Cosmic Power, you might be like, ooh, Cosmic Power's not bad. Yeah, especially on a mon with base 131 both defenses, it's not awful. Base 43 HP. If you would have max HP Cosmoem, you would be a mon with 131 in both defenses, so with 0 investment, 298 in both defenses, and max HP is 290. That's a bulky mon, especially when you're not fully evolved, because you can throw an Eviolite on because it's not fully evolved. And even though it can't recover, it doesn't have recovery with Cosmic Power plus Eviolite. It straight up is just gonna be a it's truly passive. It may look like a menace with its bulk, but at the end of the day, bro, do I have to put it up again? God. Do I need OBS? Do I finally give in to OBS, man? I might have to give in to this OBS shenanigans. If we go recover and attack, yeah, if Cosmo got it don't even have to be a stab move. It doesn't even have to be strong either. If it just even got a move, it could have been tackle. Like I just give it like if you gave it a move that has like 0 immunities, like I don't know, give it like I don't know, give it like a 40 base power dark move. Like if it had a 40 base power dark move where it's like, but like, imagine body, bro. Imagine if it's one move was, imagine if it's one damage move was body press. It's like, yes, ghost types just wall it. But if it had a recovery move with cosmic power body press It's like outside ghost types, it just sit. But because it's pretty trash, and that Cosmoem is just kind of sitting there doing nothing. Cosmoem, I'm gonna be honest. Besides the, I really love Gamer's team. If I'm gonna be honest, in fact, I'm gonna throw Gamer at 10. Gamer slash Tisser. And I could put like Sal slash Kyle slash Crash Out Carlo. Because I'm a man of a million names. And with 4 teams left to cover, we have 2, 6, 19, and 20. We're nearing the end, boys. Here we got load of the Sobble Quick Step with Scolipede, Espeon, Tinkaton, Ops, SD. Awful type defensively, not the strongest offensively, but hey, SD with stab. Can you complain? Plus, it's got good speed. Plus, Foul Stinger shenanigans. Just pick up a kill with it. Plus 3 attack. It can get nasty. You know, somebody say a little sticky. Terra Sock. I mean, hey, Sock might be a sleeper. Sock is the more offensive one. Thoreau is the more defensive one. He has the more offensive one in Sock. With Terra, you never know. Scolipede, Speed Boost, Shenanigans, SD, Protect. You know the whole ordeal. You know what it does. But when it gets a setup, you're cooked. Espeon with Magic Bounce or Magic Guard? I think it's Magic Bounce. I think Espeon's Magic Bounce at least. I could be wrong. But I but great coverage, good speed, very high special attack. Espeon should be perfectly fine. Take it, Todd. You got arguably the best typing in the game with Fairy Steel, great Spadev, good speed, Gigaton Hammer. It is what it is. Obstagoon, Guts. Watch out for your fight types. This is your quad weakness, but you're fast. Good attacks that. Good bulk as well. Guts Facade. Hysteria Typhlosion, you got your Spin Blocker. Incredibly powerful Scarf Eruptions. Stab Shadow Ball. Should be a great offensive mon. Choice specs will also be pretty damn good in the right matchup. Tatsugiri, unfortunately, this isn't doubles where you can just pair it with Dondozo. But I mean, Tatsugiri by itself, I honestly think is like not a bad mon. Actually hits decently hard. Terra Golbat, I'm actually curious because I think it's honestly not bad. And I think Terra's going to benefit it, especially defensively. And probably offensively as well, but mainly could be, I feel like it's going to be mainly better defensively, especially when you throw on Eviolite. And it's also got good speed. And then you got Belly Bolt, which it's an annoying one. Let's be honest. Sky high HP, parabolic charge, deal damage, just get your health back as well. Discharge for a nice 30% para hacks. Has like that soak technique, make you become water type, rain down electric stab. I like Gloats. I'm fully expecting that the last 3 teams to be better than what we got. Just tell me the age is over. Oh! Woo! All right. Yeah. The last 2 teams. Oh, we'll cover those, boys. So I'm just gonna assume that, the last 3 teams that are gonna get covered are all gonna be higher than this. The fuck are we arguing about essential oils downstairs in the household? Oh no, I meant this to be Draco Meteor. Gamer Slash Tisser will go here. Oh god, yeah, we're just gonna be moving everybody down. Actually, I'm not gonna lie. Do I like Gloat's team more than Postal? That is the question. And if I do, how much higher will it go? I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I do. Oh, I forgot. Ah, damn. Okay. Gamer Slash Tisser. You know what? I'm already gonna just pre-move Gloat to 11. And I'm assuming I'm probably gonna move Postal Basset Storm Tide down as well. But just in case for some odd reason I don't, I want to leave that spot open. Back to the ask. All right, now we got Jade Emerald of the Miss Mags. Sorry, Jade, that I took your mask off. I say sorry, am I? Hell no. And you got Medicham, Dragology, Diancie, Dusclops, Alolan Persian, Terra Crabominable, Kingler, Sandslash, Heliolisk, or Terra Heliolisk, and Terra Aromatisse. I'm not gonna lie, I might just have to put this at number 20 just because there's no Gen 5 presence. Just kidding. Medicham, you already know. This could be Choice Scarf Pure Power. I mean, if there's one week it's not Choice Scarf, I mean, we're playing this mon wrong. Dragology, you're grounded poison type, so you can absorb your T-Spikes. Also, pairing it with Dragon is very powerful. Diancie is going to be one of the bulkiest mods in the format. Also with a signature move that is a 50-50 to get the defense boost or +2 defense, which is scary. Dusclops, Eviolite is going to be very bulky. Will-O-Wisp, Thunderwave, just utility, Eviolite plus bulk. Just run it max HP, and it's going to be devastating. Alolan Persian, Fur Coat, always nice to have a dark type. Crabominable Terra, I think is going to be nasty. It's offensively stab, insane. Ice fighting is going to be so gross. And then add in Terra to the mix. When we're talking that's going to be some A1 shit. Kingler, good phys it could be your bulky water, great physical defense, good attack, good HP. All right, Spadev. I mean, it might be ran AV once or twice, which I feel like could be really good. Sandslash, Sandslash isn't the best, but I mean, it's your ground type. You got your electric immunity. Terra Heliolisk, it's fast, hits hard. Pair it with Terra, should be a good mon. And then Aromatisse Terra. It's the fairy type. Pretty sure it's got a decent bulk. Most fairy types have good utility on top of it. I mean, I'm liking Jade Emerald's team. I'm not gonna say like, ooh, I'm liking it like a shit ton, but what I will say is, quite honestly, I like Jade Emerald's team. I preemptively move I more than Jade Emerald. But I do like Jade Emerald more than Meteor. So Jade Emerald. Oh, I didn't even show Jade Emerald's spot because my screen. No. But yep. Still Jade Emerald at 13. Now for the last two teams. We got Faj of the Canadian Cramorants with Rhyperior, Sarina, Terra Ambipom, Lantern, Delphox, Mascot, Cramorant as a Terra Captain, Overquill, Poltegeist, Vespiquen, Mawile. Rhyperior is going to be very strong in this format. Of course, because it's not Terra Captain, you're going to have your quad weaknesses to water and grass. And you don't have the best Spadev, but physical wall, perfect. High attack stat, got it. Just watch out for mods with their water and grass type or just got water and grass coverage. And you should be perfectly fine. Sarina, Queenly Majesty, just to avoid priority moves, I feel like it's very good. Got good bulk, great attack stat. Ambipom as a Terra, even if Ambipom couldn't Terra in this format, I think it would be a good one. With Terra, I think it's pretty damn good. Lantern is going to be your bulky water. Delphox, I love Delphox. Just Fire Psychic, I feel like it's just very hard to switch into defensively. And I feel like Psychic types have very good coverage, and Delphox is no exception. Cramorant, I don't know much what it really does and really how Gold Missile works, but it's his mascot, and it's a Terra Captain, so I can see it. Overquill, your grounded poison type, absorb your T-spikes, has Intimidate. I mean, if you're like manual rain on Cramorant, then you got your Swift Swim Overquill as well. Poltegeist, That's your spin blocker. And most importantly, Shell Smash Sweeper. Vespiquen is really bulky. It is pretty damn bulky for a bug flying. But of course, being quad weak to rock isn't the best, but it's a Terra Captain. So it's bulk with a really good defensive typing. It's going to be an annoying mod to deal with. And then normal Mawile. Of course, it's not Mega Mawile, so you don't have like the huge power and whatnot. But I do think that because it's normal Mawile, you have Intimidate. It's another Intimidate user. Also has Hyper Cutter, which is just prevents Intimidate. And it's also Fairy Steel, which is arguably the best typing in the game. So that's that. Now, the question is, do I make it number 2? Actually, do I even make it number 2? Like, if I put it that high, like, quite honestly, I'm going to move KJ to 2. And I'm also going to move Radish to 3. Question is, do I move Club Shay Sharp up? That is the question. No, I'm going to keep Club Shay Sharp there at 5. I'm going to move Fosh to 6. I can put Fosh at 6, which means that the last team we're going to be covering, the Ocean Lord, Aquanu, is going to be number 4. Because, I mean, that's the only, that's the only thing that's left. But now it's time to cover Aquanu's team, who has Silvally, Cyclizar, Kilowattrel, Jellicent, Terra Audino, Terra Vileplume, Terra Olin, Dugtrio, Clefairy, Blaziken, and Liepard. First of all, I love the Gen 5 presents. I love the Liepard, I love the Jellicent, I love the Audino. So let's cover those boys first. Yeah, Fake Out and Last Resort Ambipom with Terra Normal can be scary if you don't have a ghost type. Yeah. It's kind of a reason why I chose Delcatty as well. Because Stab Normal is incredibly powerful. Where, like, if you don't have a ghost type, or if it's dead, same thing, like Stab Normal is very strong. Like, if you don't have, like, a rock type, steel type, or ghost type, or if they're just, like, dead, Stab Normal is spammable as Stab Electric with no ground type. But let's cover the Gen 5 mons on Aquanu's team first. Liepard, Dark type, I feel like is a necessity in draft. So that's your Dark type. Also has Prankster. Just great ability. Also has like good status and just utility moves in general. So Liepard, your Dark type, your Prankster with good utility, great mon. Audino, it's bulky. It's also a normal type, so it's your Ghost immunity. Then it's a Terra Captain, so you can just Terra if you want to. Like, I mean, normal is one of the best defense typings, of course, having your 1 immunity and only 1 weakness. But yeah. And then Jellicent. It's your spin blocker, also your bulky water. And well, strength sap plus recover, scald to just potentially just nerf physical attackers with a burn. Stop Shadow Ball. I mean, Jellicent is very bulky, very annoying. Great Mon? Absolutely. Silvally, I'm not the biggest fan of Silvally, but if I'm not mistaken, that he gets all forms of Silvally. So like if there's one week where like Fire Silvally looks really good, I think only thing he has to do is just put on the Fire RKS system. So it's like, yeah. So I'm pretty sure he gets access to all of them. So match dependent is great. Decidueye is my homie versus the. Oh, yeah. Cyclizar, fast, decent bulk, regenerator. I'm very sure Shed Tail is banned, but with good bulk, regenerator plus U-turn plus you're a fast mon, it's it's good. It's got good util. Kill Watchel, once again, you have one of the faster mons in the format. Stab Electric, hey, once again, you don't have a ground type, good luck. Because those Thunderbolts, Volt Switches, they're going to keep coming at you. Vileplume, good bulk. Of course, due to a grass type, you got good utility, plus a good Terra. What else is there to say besides you got great bulk with amazing utility plus Terra? Oh, and Dugtrio. Can't. Can't. I thought Claw Witcher was a dark type. Yeah, Claw Witcher is just pure water, yeah. Maybe you should just add a dark type and make it dark water. Mega Gyarados, question mark. But Alolan Dugtrio, once again, another very fast mon. Got your steel type, also your ground type, so you got your electric immunity. And it's fast still. Stabby Qs is just going to be very powerful. Clefairy, Spadev, you just probably run it like Clefable, max HP, max Spadev, except Eviolite, and it's just going to be a nuisance. And the last Mons cover on his team, Blaziken. But I'm pretty sure there's the complex ban of Speed Boost is banned. Yes, Speed Boost is banned. But even though Speed Boost is banned, Blaziken should just be very good for Aquanu. I mean, you got two types you never had before on the team in Fire and Fighting. It's an outrageously strong stab combo. Can be ran physically with like Swords Dance. You could run it specially. You can't stab against a volley since it can be any type with at least one stab move, making him scary. Absolutely. So, with the last tiering, we already put Aquanu in fourth. So, yeah, those are my power rankings. Tylord, KJ, Radish, Aquanu, Club Shay Sharp, Foj, Stormtide, Bassett, Postal, Load, Gamer, or Tisser, me, aka Sal, Kyle, or Crash Out Carlo, Jade Emerald, Draco Meteor, Booker, Agent Frost, Togepi, oh boy, like a Mickey Mouse, Icy, and then Fanta. Yeah, that's the power rankings, but that just doesn't include skill. But here is where I have my, but that's where my playoff predictions come in. And who do I think is making playoffs? Tylord feel like is like a damn near lock. Same thing as KJ. Same thing as Radish. Same thing as Aquanu. I mean, I'm pretty sure every single season I've been in this server, they've all made the playoffs. So I'm not seeing this any differently, especially how they have, in my opinion, some of the best teams, you know, in the league. Fudge, I feel like is going to make it. Um, Stormtide. I haven't seen Club Shay Sharp play, but seeing his team and how much I like it, if he's just, even if he's just average, in other words, if he's just not completely trash, I feel like he should be making the playoffs. I haven't seen Bassett play, but he's very balanced to like my team. So if he just is average, I feel like he should make it. I think Postal's gonna make it. I think I will make it if I just don't play absolute trash. But the thing is, I've shown in this server that there is times where I can be like very good, and there's also been times where I've showed I could be arguably the worst player in the league. So you know what they say, I'm the mixed bag. Like if I could just find my consistency, I should make playoffs. And honestly, if I'm consistent, I feel like I could be arguably getting a first round bye if I'm consistent. That's a big if though. Um, and then I'll go Jade Emerald, slide it in, and I'll go Togepi is the 12th. So so the way it works in a 12 team playoff is that the top four get a bye, and then after that is seeding. 5 versus 12, 6 versus 11, 7 versus 9, 8. And then wait, 5 versus 12. No. Yeah, 5 versus 12, 6 versus 11, 7 versus 10, 8 versus 9. So personally, I'll say that the first round buys will be in no particular order. I just think they'll be the first four I put down: Tylord, KJ, Radish, and Aquanu. I think that's gonna be the top. I think those are gonna be the buys. And then amongst the first round matchups, I think Faj will probably be the best player that won't get the first round bye. And I'll put Jade Emerald. The next best, because I don't know about skill for some of these guys like Club Shea Sharp and stuff. Like, because if he's good, like if Club Shea Sharp is like really good, he might be forget about first round by maybe be the best player, but like best in the league, like record wise. But I don't know about his skill. I got the new title of the worst in draft leagues in the server, so don't. No, you. I don't know who's gave you that title yet, but whoever has, shame on them. It's only been 1 week for some people. I'll say Stormtide versus Bassett. Then 7 versus 10. I'll say Togepi versus Club Shea Sharp. And then for the 8-9, I'll have Postal versus me. And then so it'll be the 1 seed play. Oh, Jesus Christ. My brain. So it'll be Tylord plays the winner of the potential of like of the winner of Faj, Jade Emerald. So I would have Tylord versus Faj. I just want to win one round. That's my fair enough. So Stormtide versus Bassett would play the winner. I think would play KJ. I think I'm getting the seeding right. I might be wrong. I forgot. You would think as a sports fanatic, I would have this ingrained in the brain, but quite honestly, I kind of, I, I kind of forgot. I'm not gonna lie. I gave it myself. Fair enough. And then Radish versus I'll go Club Shea Sharp. You haven't done your week 1 match yet? Yeah, welcome to the club. Mine's on Friday. And then And then Aquanu would play. What, Ma? Oh, fuck off, Ma. Almost done making the playoff bracket. Then I would have me over Postal. Then we're going semifinal matchups. Yeah, Tylord versus, I'll give it KJ. Then I'll have, and then quite honestly, because like if I'm on my game, if I'm just like I hit that consistency, I'm gonna be nasty. I'd have me beating Aquanu if I hit that stride. And then I'll have Tylord versus Radish. I would have me falling in the semis with your winner being Tylord. And then MVP. God, I'll just throw an MVP for the hell of it. Who do I think the MVP of the league's gonna be? Who's gonna rack them up? You know what? This might not be the MVP based off differential, but when you count like what they're gonna do, support defensively, offensively, this could be the people's MVP. Tornadoes and Garnet out of the Sows goats out here. Okay, Sows goats gonna be winning the MVP with Tornadoes and Garnet. Okay, that's the bottom line. Why is this? You know what they say? This mod shouldn't be low tier at all, but is it? Absolutely. For some odd reason, it is. But if you guys enjoyed the stream, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Really means a lot to me because I just do this for fun. So any support I get really means a lot. With that being